Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is AlgoBox, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Othru.
Test 1 2.
Alrighty then. Are you ready indeed? Let's get this thing rolling here this morning. It's your first time with us. Great to have you. Getting this reconnected here. So there are Cloudflare issues online, which is causing a lot of outages for a lot of websites out there. Ours is not one impacted. Cloudflare is not part of our stack. So nothing should be impacting. All web services are online. I did get a note there this morning that Apex, the Apex website, I think a lot of us are using the Apex accounts. Their website is having issues. If you're trying to log in and check some stuff there on their website, you might be having some issues. However, from what I understand, as of right now, the data feeds are good, but you guys keep your ear to the ground on that. If anybody has any additional information, please share them with the chat there into the community, and we'll try to make announcements around some of that as well. Speaking of announcements, let's get the Financial Juice audio going here. I'm going to refresh the page. Uh-oh, Financial Juice is down. Never mind. Okay, so speaking of other things that are impacted, so this is financialjuice.com. So audio news might be flying blind here with that there this morning. Not the end of the world.
Enigma long on the NQ4.
There's some enigmas here at the bottom. Terrible entry here on that. Grabbing a quarter position long here. Tried to grab it back behind. Oh boy. So right into an HMD up top. All right, so might be a problem here. Quarter position. Gonna see if we get a quick bounce back to that or not. Wow, it is spiking.
NQ on the 34.
Right at prior low here. All right, I'm just gonna close it up here. Something weird's going on right there. Getting some spiky action around that. I like all of the enigmas there. They hit through all their targets. HMD popped in. We did just recently come right into moderate sell, right back though to neutral. So I would like to take a shot at that, but I want to listen for AlgoBox to come with it. Right now I just heard beats, so lower pitched booms, not clacks. What I want to hear are kind of some popcorn sounding clack clack clacks going to the upside here. I will have my left hand buy, right hand sell here as this goes. I'm going to arm long, arm short, Enigma on across all of my full auto systems up top across 6 instruments here. But yeah, I'm hearing beats coming in there, so that is going against all of that Enigma area here. But I'm going to mark this zone. This is going to be an important zone here either this morning or later today. When that many Enigmas show up in a spot here, I want to kind of mark that out. So I'm going to press F6 here right about here, but it's kind of a zone, and I'm going to make it a different color than our norms here, just so it stands out for me if I look at it later today. I'm going to go with like a nice dark blue on that, so that will be an important area later today with this clustering here, or if it becomes important right now. I do finally hear clacks kind of starting to come in there. We're in neutral territory here, so I'm going to kind of just lay off here and let that first trade just kind of go a little bit of a nothing burger there quick, floating around the prior low. All right, now to finish one more, there we go, full auto on across the boards. If you are new with us, feel free to ask questions there in the chat. Make sure you can show up for a Mentorship Monday. Yesterday's was brief, but I still think there was an important lesson in there, especially for the folks who are here part-time. Yesterday, I was kind of part-time because I had to get going. We were doing some birthday celebrations here with family, and so had to get going pretty quick there yesterday. Came in, one trade, 4K, in and out, and done. And that might be you.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Timothy, if you'll throw in that poll one more time, and let's do a poll. Just leave the poll up on our chat here for if you are a part-time, full-time trader. And we'll talk more about that today, kind of carry on our conversation, because we didn't get to talk about it too much yesterday because of my time window. But I think it was a good example of people will come and say, oh, you know, I don't have time to trade. Maybe that's true. But I wonder if you knew how long it took to execute in a gaming style that we approach the markets with, where we've got pinpoint entry locations, a system that will do all of the analysis for you and allow you the opportunity to have information instantaneously available to combine them in Confluence and press the button. I wonder if that might change your mind. So what I've got up here, this is my full auto section. We'll talk more about this on Friday, but they are all turned on across 6 instruments. The Nerd plus 2. NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. That's Nerd, if you hear me talking about the Nerd, if you're new with us. And here are 2, Gold and Crude, over here on the right. That'll be running as well. All right. Okay, let's come down in here into my execution window here. Let me close my office doors here. Got the sunrise coming in here this morning. All right, there we go. Thank you, Timothy. So he's got the questions in there. Are you part-time, full-time?
Fib.NQ on the 4. Double delta.
So as you're going through a training program, you'll hear me talk about the 10,000 hour rule. If you Google how to become an expert at something, and the whole debate between the are you born with it or is it learned? There have been studies that show that if you want to become an expert in something, that yes, there's some inclination with what you're born with. However, you can kind of grit your teeth and bear down on just about anything. And if you spend 10,000 hours doing anything, you become an expert in it. Now, 10,000 hours, it sounds like an enormous amount of time when you first say it. And then when you break it down into a standard, if you were to work for 8 hours a day, 8 hours, maybe you're born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. That's right, Emini Badger. That 10,000 hours breaks down to be about 4 years. 4 years. Now, what are some other things that you know that take 4 years in life? Just anything come to your mind? 4 years of time. So you can become an expert in anything if you do it for 10,000 hours. According to studies, just Googling, they kind of call it the 10,000 hour rule. So 10,000 hours to become an expert in day trading. But is there anything else that you have become an expert in? Maybe you're an expert driver. Have you driven for 4 years in total in your life? Maybe. About college? How many years is college these days? Now, not for some of those ICT students that take 12 years to finish college. I mean, maybe you took some extra time to finish college. We all go on different paces, but in general, college is a 4-year degree. High school is a 4-year period. Various stages in your life are about 4 years. You noticed? So you kind of can become experts in certain things. Become an expert in how to do school. Vinny, how come Rips can show his AMP brokerage and balance and you can't? There's a long history with that. So I used to do that until they went and started attacking my brokers. So we have some pretty vicious scoundrels. Some of that was things that, so I sued 2 groups a couple years ago. I can talk about what did occur. But then there are also things that in agreements that we have that we don't bring up particulars around certain things. However, I found that when you have people that are threatening your family and going to some pretty gnarly, lengthy routes, if you want to see some of that is still available. If you go to my Vinny Emini Market Historian channel, you'll see the death threats. And look, there's a thing with, if you're gonna, people are threatening the personality, aka me. That's one thing, but when you are putting people's families in jeopardy, I've got 4 children, I got elderly parents, things of that sort. Things they went way too far. However, one of those that they also do, they are willing to go to extreme lengths to lie about you. So the groups that I sued. So first of all, we got favorable judgments, in my opinion, in both cases. I'll just put it that way.
Delta NQ on the 4.
But the AMP situation is they asked me specifically not to be showcasing my work publicly. That is one thing. Now, I was upset with them about that. We had debates around that. But in the end, you know, there are, you just have to, they're in control of that type of information. So if you want to go look at it, there are videos over there on Market Historian, and I'm happy to share what we can share publicly, or it is public. So if you go check that out on the Market Historian channel for backgrounds on that information, so you can go check that out. But I will say there was a group that is still out there now, renamed, that shall not be named, that was falsely accusing me of ironically doing what they were doing, which is what some of the lawsuit was about. So I can tell what it was about, but not necessarily the individual particulars. But they were accusing me of soliciting funds for me to trade for people, which was absolute false accusation. But that is how they harassed AMP, saying that I was trying to get people to invest with me. And ironically, come to find out, they were doing what they were accusing me of doing. So projection defense.
NQ on the 30.
Irony? I think that's ironic, don't you? I find that ironic. So, but in the best interest of like not having situations like that, knowing how easy it is for them to go and do that type of stuff, to literally egregiously lie. This same group was also going and lying to NinjaTrader about my intentions or what we were doing, and just caused all kinds of mischief. So the best thing is sometimes to not be showcasing, not be telling people where you specifically reside. For instance, you may not want people to know exactly where you domicile, because people are psychopaths these days. So I think it is best along that line as well. And the history of that, though, is there. Does that answer your question? Thank you, Timco. Which video is that? Yeah, and I showcased, I showed the emails that that AMP asked us. They said, well, what were their words? It was they were like, basically leaning to the safe side, it's best that you not, and please don't. And in fact, I have seen Rips do that. And quite frankly, if anybody, I mean, I hate to pull it, but if you were to take any of those screenshots from what Rips is doing and were to go and take them to support over at AMP and tell them that what they were doing, I guarantee you that Rips will get an email from them asking them not to do that. However, Rips apparently has no specific enemies in the industry. I don't see him out there going exposing ICT. I don't see him exposing any of the scammers that are out there. So he's probably, you know, benign. Like, they don't mess with him because he's part of the show, right? He's Mr. Lamborghini. He likes to, I like my orange bikini and my orange Lamborghini with my Rips name on the back, right? So, you know, he's got his style, he's got his method, and he's part of in my opinion, he's part of the system that I don't shake hands with too much. So, just my opinion. What's your opinion on that? I'm not a Lamborghinis and bikinis person. I'd rather. I mean, I'm not trying to like self-pat or whatever, but I'm like, I would rather help people and do things for my family than drive around in a bright orange car type of thing. It's just weird. I do have a giant black Ford F-150 that I enjoy, but you know, it's a thing. Having trouble logging into Apex. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. That the Apex is probably having the same thing. Cloudflare is down across the internet and causing a lot of websites down. The data feeds, from what I understand, according to the Discord conversation I saw this morning inside of Apex, They said that all their services are functioning. However, the website is, I guess, currently down because of the Cloudflare stuff. Didn't speak highly of ICT. He calls them out as well. He says very similar things that you bring up. Well, that's good. Yeah, actually, I did see that. I have seen him kind of come at him a couple times, but I don't know. Maybe I went. It's like he who is second. Like, you know, I was the first to expose ICT. I actually hired private investigators to do official investigations on him, and yeah, who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying I don't think they're the same. I don't think they went to the same level.
Touch NQ on the 34 on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
Okay, let's see.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Down NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 30. Double delta NQ on the lower bands.
Okay, drop into a super AO. Looking for continuation down. We are on moderate sell. It's the first touch of moderate sell here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 30.
I'm going to grab a quick bag there to get myself into positive territory. DCDM. The measure should be from prior cross inside. Secondary, if I can grab it. Double cross, double move. Target down here. If I get another part of an entry, there's a runner target down here at around 24,660. There's a PRZ cross, quarter position.
Delta NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Divergence up NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the
Zeus, adding on the red dot there, back into it, ready DD. King timing, cross, butterfly, add to position, back into neutral. Yikes, might have gotten caught in the trap here. Right back up to prior low.
down NQ on the 9. Bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Yikes. Okay, so all the way to red dot add. I'm hearing popcorn come in. That is not good. There's a super AO.
Upper bands touch NQ
King timing.
on the 34.
Red dot.
Divergence down NQ on the 34. Upper bands
3.8 on the 9s.
delta NQ on the 4.
Holy shnikes. King timing. Break under the Gartley. Half on the pull. Double on top.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Mega late Nate.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 9.
Okay, yikes. On a run. Huge move up here. Off the bottom. 600 ticks now on the upside move. Let me pull back one
Touch NQ on the 30.
level here. The kind of call these the bullcrap moves.
Enigma short on the NQ4.
Yeah, giant bullcrap here.
Upper bands touch NQ.
There's the Enigma.
NQ on the 89. Upper bands double delta NQ on the 34.
Okay, bot account.
NQ on the 4.
Too fast.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Would have been cool for the shift color to have started here. Unfortunate.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89 on the 4. DCDM NQ on the 4. Enigma long on the NQ3.
Okay, got an Enigma showing up here on the 3s.
Double delta NQ on the 4. NQ on the 9.
Closing out bot at 11k.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Pulling under.
NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Here in the drilling.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Come back to prior low.
Touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Good shot. Come all the way to prior low.
Double delta NQ on the Fib.NQ on the 4.
Good shot. Would like to add there.
Fib.NQ.
Cross on the 3s.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Goes out the bot there. Now at 12,500 into prior low. Doubles.
Fib.NQ on the
Should have peeled half here. All right, peeling half.
Bands touch NQ on the 34. Double lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ.
Peeling a little more there on the 6-9 just in case they collect.
34.
Would love to see a double move out of all these crosses. Let's see if that happens here. The measure would be F2 from the top into this space.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands
Puts us way out here. Same place that I had this line from before almost.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the upper bands touch on the 9. Double delta NQ on the bands touch NQ on the 34.
Dark blue.
Enigma short on the NQ4.
Okay, there's an Enigma. Add to position. 10.7. Add.
On the NQ on the 2.
Oh, I got the wrong size.
Fib.NQ on the 34.
All right. Proper sized. Fours now. Okay, we just got a green Enigma down here. Right back to moderate buy.
Touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma short on the RTY2. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence down.
All the way back to strong buy. So all four nerds coming to point back up here. Let's see what ES is doing.
NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ.
As ES points, so NQ goes.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Had this always on top here. So ES pointing up here, probably going to keep going up. Want to wait till that ES rolls. There's a super AO. I'm hearing popcorn. Want to wait for the popcorn to get off the tape there.
Touch NQ on the 34. NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Super AO here.
Upper bands
ES starting to turn. I'll add to position.
Upper bands
In the super AO.
34. Two finger NQ.
This is super fast. This is not normal today, folks. If you are new, hang tight. Not normal price action. We're getting something wild in there.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Yes. So you're going to roll over. Do not point back up, please. There we go. Now, come on down.
Enigma short on the NQ.
Nope.
NQ
Crowning. Wow, look how fast ES is going. ES does not normally move that quick.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 34.
Are they going to start aggressively buying this back up again? No. Yes. Okay, ES pointing down into another Enigma 13.4. I'm hearing sellers.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Hearing sellers again, adding to position. Enigma audio box. Come all the way back down to prior low.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
I'm going to peel out the higher prior low. All right, I'm going to close up here on the prior low. Happy to get that back here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta bands.
There is a
Enigma short on the NQ2.
space in the profile down here. Let's see. This is a PRZ power cross into a shark. I'm going to quarter position. I'm going to give it a shot. Nope. I'm hearing popcorn. Top of the channel.
Divergence down NQ.
There's a delta shift. Add to position.
Fib.NQ on the 34. Double delta
57 ticks, 60. I'll close it out right there. Beautiful.
on the 4.
Power PRZ cross.
Double delta NQ on the 4. Divergence up
Technically a shark back as well. Right back behind it.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 2. Double delta.
All right, we got a lot of ready DD showing up in here. A lot of action. So where was my blue area from before? Down here. That's
Touch NQ on
it's around S1 prior low, where we currently sit.
lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Prior low, break underneath.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. NQ on the 2. Lower bands touch NQ double on the 80. Divergence of NQ on the 34.
Okay, cluster.
NQ on the 34.
Oh, fluster. Speaking of flustered.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Cluster.
Lower bands touch double bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, Super AO going to quarter position.
On the 9. Upper
Tap on the Super AO
upper bands
with a double.
34.
Had 40 there, couldn't click the button fast enough. Red dot, add to position, close out on 40 ticks. Targets filled, puts me almost at 10K on the day. Quick play right there. You see that one?
NQ on the 4.
I can't tell if that's a 12 or a 15 in there. Oh, 13. Wow, a 13 stack with a 5.5 right in the middle. I would have been fine even on a 13.5. I would have taken it. But you add in the 5.5. That one was too juicy. Had to take that. Beautiful. Just playing the video game. Just playing the video game.
Lower bands touch NQ on
What's our time? 9:41. Super fast action all the way down to that target that I wanted before.
34.
Okay, now remember this is an important area. Now I'm not expecting necessarily a bounce right there. We just know that there is something important right back here again. That's why I marked it from before. Due to that cluster of, I believe this is the Enigma cluster there from this morning.
Fib.NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Apex is back up. Awesome. Great to hear that. Thank you for the update.
Lower
Apex is back online, I hear. Awesome. Hopefully they've got the Cloudflare issues squared away. Not Apex's fault.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Cloudflare is a kind of a major part of the internet. A lot of sites use them to protect their websites from hacks and attacks.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Lower bands
Traffic dispersion across regions.
Lower bands
All right, all the way down inside of that important zone that I drew this morning. Remember I said I made it a different color for that very reason. And here comes an Enigma right inside. That bounce out, it's probably over 60 ticks. Wow, that's 100 ticks. 93 ticks for the upside move off of that 14.5 Enigma.
Double delta NQ on the 34.
Let's see, I got you guys on a different view there. Thought you guys were seeing this. Sorry about that. Got my head in the game there this morning. 5.4, top of a channel area where I might be able to short again here. We're back to neutral. There's a get ready, and there's a pink dot right back behind the ready DD, and that'll get me my 10K on the day. Let's go.
Double delta.
Get ready. You saw it. It said get ready. Took the next play. What was the next play? Let's see who saw that. Who was paying close enough attention? This is a tricky question. If you didn't get it, it's okay. What came up right after that ready DD? You might have to roll back the tape to see it. It happened very quickly. You've gone through my training. You know, if as soon as I see a ready, it says get ready, take the next play. What was the next play that showed up right in front of it that ended up snapping? It's not there right now. Not talking about, by the way, not talking about the Enigma. It was a short play right there. Who saw it? Anybody saw it?
NQ on the 9.
the fib dot. It was a power. Yeah, well, somebody said it was red. Well, it might have shifted to red, but when I first saw it, it was pink. If you roll back the tape, you'd have to see it very quickly. It was pink, which means it was a power dot right back behind the ready DD. Get ready, boom, pink dot, bam, hit the drop. 40 tick shot there over 10K on the day. 11,352 in my executions. Technically, this was some of my executions as well, as I started to go in when that move came up, and I maxed 50, and then I used the bot account to give that push on the bullcrap move. Look at that bullcrap.
Lower bands touch
The straight up move, the double tap, and then the return. Right. So that was the bullcrap move. If it comes in fast, in my opinion, I have a phrase for me, and I'm just talking to me. I'm not telling you what to do. You trade you. The way that I approach the markets is it comes up fast, it's not going to last. Super fast, double ready DD. Okay, they're going to hand me out candy today. I will take it. Close for the dot. Thank you very much. I'll add another bag. Double ready DD. Anytime I see this side by side, I'm going to take a scalp at it right there. Double ready DD. I am going to hit that every single time when they're that close together. Now, if they're spaced out, I don't. This is now forming a Titanic zone. Get ready for another drop in here. Looking for a 100 tick bag here. Should be able to see 100 ticks here. There's a Mega Late Nate, quarter position.
Double delta NQ on the 2.
And I'll take 40 ticks. Thank you very much. No problem. No problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a Titanic zone, right? Titanic zone. So what do? I didn't have time to draw it because it's too fast. There we go. Titanic zone. I'm looking for 100 ticks. Look at it. There she goes. How far is that?
Lower bands touch
207. Remember, I've told you in the Titanic zones, I'm not trying to catch the whole thing, but I'm mentally preparing myself to try to see if I can hit that 100 tick opportunity. Now remember, the 100 ticks is from the top of the zone, very top. So if I get the measure and I'm measuring down, technically that's literally 100 ticks right there. If I hit Control E, where's my entry and exits? I'm kind of estimated that just right. That's practice. That's practice. Very nice play right there.
Divergence of NQ on the 4.
That's right, Mike. You saw it. You saw the pink dot. You saw the power. Yep, the power fib dot showed up in there, didn't it? Beautiful. Okay. So here's another thing. So this actually brings up my. So our channel right now is being botted. Okay, not by me, but this is what they're trying to do. We have sneaky. You see this? It says it's 1,000 likes right now, but we have 98 viewers right now. Okay, my channel is being botted. I have very dedicated, and they're not trolls. These are competitors in the space that are afraid of AlgoBox because AlgoBox is superior to everything that's online. QuantView is definitely afraid of us. QuantView is actually sending fake reviews. We caught their own guys going and writing a positive review for themselves, simultaneously coming and writing a negative review about us. That was weird. It was like a personal platitude attack on me personally. It's never about the system because they can't compete, so they have to cheat. So these are the things that they do. Right here is an example right now that's happening in real time. But somebody asked earlier, like, hey, why can't you show your, again, with AMP specifically, because AMP has particularly requested us not to, after all of the harassment that they will bring. These guys will do all kinds of things to make it look like you're illegitimate because they are not good. They can't beat us, so they have to cheat against us. Now, these things, from what I understand, don't really work. My Google rep said, don't worry about it. We understand that people do that. We understand that competitors do that. And it doesn't, they say it doesn't go against us, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't. I'd prefer it not to occur. You know what I mean? But anyway, someone asked earlier of the why, so just another follow up on that. Captain Rex done for the day, made all that is allowed with the consistency rules. Thanks, AB and Vinny. Awesome, Captain Rex, you maxed it out. Excellent. There's another double ready DD here. I would be slapping down on that one. I would slap down on that one. Scalp there. Scalp right there.
On the 4.
Let's see. Okay, so I kind of lost track here. where we're at here. Don't know why I had these. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these. I don't think that's important anymore. This one was important earlier. Already done.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
The blue zones I will leave because they will be important
NQ on the 4. Divergence up NQ on the 9.
if we tap them again.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Okay, ready DD, triple shifts here. Quadruple shifts, okay. Do we have jagged on the tape? Yes, we do. Folks, look out. Everybody type jagged warning in the chat. Jagged. Jagged warning.
Impact News Event NAHB Housing Market Index. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
Yep. Jagged warning in the chat. Big move coming. Jagged on the tape. You can see it on your MACV chart. We've talked about that many times. You can see the jaggedness on the bottom of the hills right now on the MACV chart. Okay, see it? We're getting the jagged, double jagged again. Big move coming. Do not get off sides on a play. Do not try to get cute with it. A big move is coming. Excuse me. This winter weather change getting to me.
Lower bands touch
We were outside a bunch yesterday, so I can feel my allergies coming at me. Okay, 14.9. Man. Okay, so this is going too fast. Had a good read, then things have moved so fast, I really need to do a new assessment. I'm going to turn on my psychology module here for myself to keep myself from taking plays here. Okay, so psychology module, sometimes need to use it. I need to use it right now. Okay, when the market gets this fast and we have continued into this wild space, we are now 9 minutes from 10 a.m. Somebody said since Apex is up, maybe Financial Juice is back online. Let's find out here. I'm going to click Financial Juice. I'm going to press refresh. Okay, it looks like they're back online here. I'm going to launch the audio, so maybe we'll get some audio news for the 10 a.m. events. We have 2 10 a.m. news events according to the news list. We also have a 10:30. Member Bar speaks. You have an 11 a.m. Another member FOMC speaks, and then 12 o'clock. So they're talking all day today.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Well, not all day, but you know what I'm saying. Like pretty much the entire trade day for us. Pre lunchtime. So volatility up. The slips are insane at this speed. Yeah, and that was some of mine. Like I was pretty Johnny on the spot, pretty quick with mine there today. But yeah, there were a couple that happens though in our. All right, it's part of the game. Part of the game. But remember, don't.
On the 34.
It's a good thing to chat on. Don't hold out on tick counts if you're behind on the entry. Yeah. Don't hold out for the tick count if you're behind on the entry. Write that one down. Okay? Don't hold out for the tick count if you're behind on the entry. What do I mean? If your target one is 20 ticks and you're like, but Vinny said that the target's 20 ticks. And yeah, well, if you're 7 ticks behind it, then what's your target?
Double delta NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma short on the RTY2. Divergence of lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Yeah, sometimes you have to kind of mentally take away from your targeting based on where you got entered. Right? If you got slip entered, then you need to make sure that you're exiting appropriately.
On the 34.
Rhythmic is slipping bad right now. Okay.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Move up was insane. Impressive to watch you manage your way out of it.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Thanks, I understand. Hey, I would practice that. Like, that's not something that comes natural. Like, if you, this is a good day to download, folks. Today is November 18th. So save today's data from your broker and market replay this type of day. It's a good practice day. I always tell you guys, save yourself a folder off on the side. You can create your own kind of little side Discord room for yourself to organize things. I feel like that's a good way to do it. That way, you know, kind of anything that you can do multiple things with. It's a military concept where they say 1 is none, 2 is 1. So if you are going to be bringing things with you, everything has to at least be able to serve 2 functions. Well, Discord is great. We use Discord for a lot of things here. So I feel like just even with our own crew, we use Discord for a lot. We've got our screenshot examples. We've got our teaching training examples. We've got our public chat. We've got our premium chat. This is where you can grab the optimization. So a lot of things there. But you could also, one more tool for yourself. Just go up, create your own Discord server for yourself, your own kind of private Discord area. And now there's a forwarding feature inside of Discord, which is really neat. So if you find something important in our own room, you can forward it to yourself in your own room. Like I have, there's a word of wisdom room in our chat, trading wisdom. Maybe you find some gems in that trading wisdom room on the left-hand side of Discord. You find some things and some tips and techniques that you've seen me use or that I've talked about. You can grab those and forward those into your own like wisdom room for yourself. But yeah, some of your own tracking areas, good place to keep things all together. And what's neat about Discord is it's available on your phone. It's available on your PC. It's available on your tablet, right? It's sort of a one-stop shop. So if people are like, well, I like to use my Word document. Okay, well, where's your Word document sitting? Right? And is your Word document organized where you can search for things easily? Discord, you know, lets you categorize easily, yet not too many layers, because some people get, I think, too many layers of categorizing. People like to go crazy with their categorizing things and like subcategories under subcategories and categories under categories. It can be hard to find things. You want to, the reason that table of contents, do you ever notice that table of contents are not like super subcategoried in a book? You need to be able to like kind of picture running your finger down the index list to find something. You should be able to just go, that's what I'm looking for right there, kind of thing. So Discord is laid out that way. It's very intelligently designed, in my opinion. So you might want to take that, might want to leverage that. Speaking of leveraging things, so I'm leveraging the psychology module. Like until this screen stops turning red, okay, like I'm kind of hands up. Now the way this looks on my big screen here, let's zoom back one level. So here's my 4K screen. Now mind you, I pulled the ES down here so everybody could see that. So I'll put this back in its place. So this is what my normal screen. So if you were kind of running, if you wanted to run the way that I run. So I've got my full auto running up top. There's some, looks like full auto has some trades open still here. I see an RTY with 2 contracts, a Dow with 2 contracts. And what's our time? We're 2 minutes before the news. Actually, I'm going to hit flatten all right now. Boom, I'm going to close out those positions there. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off full auto. We're coming right in here into 10 a.m. and the news is coming up here in just a couple of minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the bots during this news event. We're already super high volatility. This thing could make it go insane. So to be on the safe side here, and we're up 12,800 in the bot account, 13,000 for me local. On my, if I say local, I guess it's more discretionary versus the full auto account there. And let's go to this screen here. Now for trade count there this morning, I think I was right at about 5 trades, maybe 6 trades. I don't know if anybody was pocket watching me close enough to know how many trades I took there this morning. I think we cleared through our 5 trades. We got our live desk cam. Oh no, is my live desk cam not working again? I got a new camera and everything, but my live desk cam is frozen. Oh, bummer.
Double delta NQ on the
Okay.
34.
Well, I still got a problem. I think I'm gonna have to switch out the hub. I thought it was the camera. The camera seemed like it was borked. Okay, well, let's pull the electronic version. You always gotta have your backup, right? 2 is none. Or 1. 2 is 1. 1 is none. There we go. We got my backup. So somewhere, actually, the very first play was a red there this morning, and then depending on how you, I'd say one there in the middle was probably like that. So probably closed out the day like this, or something like that.
Lower bands touch
NHP has market index 38, 38, touch 36.
All right, here's the news. Yeah, wow, news absolutely going nuts. Sit on hands for 2 minutes before, 3 minutes after on a news event in general.
NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
Oh, nice power headshot there at the top.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
If I'd been watching that, I would have slapped that.
Jim Goods orders coming out at 2.9%.
Power headshot, quick move up, slap it down for a T1, T2.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Especially using the ATMs, not right now. On a high time frame, I'm not currently using the ATMs, no. Market's moving super fast, super high volatility, super high opportunities.
So just heads up for users who weren't able to see. Let's see headlines here from NVIDIA. So NVIDIA and Anthropic has committed.
Smart man, listen to what Eddie's saying here. He said, good morning. With the internet outages today, I've grabbed my bags and now sitting out early.
NQ on the 4.
They've committed to purchasing.
Smart man.
Anthropic have committed to purchasing $30 billion in resources to keep capacity and to contract additional compute capacity up to 1 gigawatt. NVIDIA says Microsoft and Anthropic are also expanding their existing partnership to provide broad access for business.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 30.
And NVIDIA and
Yeah, do what you're comfortable with, right? You may not be comfortable at these. It's a good time to practice, though.
$5 billion
So, you know, I know a lot of people say, like, oh, I just sit out. I don't think it's good to sit out. I think it's better to switch over to sim and practice. People are like, oh, I'm just going to sit on my hands. And everybody's like, yeah, pats themselves on the back for sitting on hands. Like, that's not a skill development. I think you guys should switch to sim and practice, because one day you may find the opportunity in this. There can be huge opportunities in this amount of volatility. A lot of money to be made in a very short window of time. Also a lot of money to be lost in a short period of time. But practice those, right? Still watching the charts? Cool. Yeah, I would go ahead and switch it to sim though, and I would put finger to button. This is the time to practice. I've shown this in my Quake, like even gaming versus Quake or Battlefield 3 or my Fortnite play. I don't think any of you guys have seen my Fortnite. My kids got me playing Fortnite with them, but I'm a competitor at heart. So if they're like, Daddy, you got to play Fortnite with us. Well, if I got to play Fortnite, I got to get good. And to get good, you got to spend some time. We were talking briefly about the 10,000 hour rules. There are ways to compress that. So there's a lot of videos out there on how to compress the 10,000 hour rule, how to become an expert in less than 10,000 hours. I've showed you how, in my opinion, there's a lot of smart folks here. Okay. Now, some people are more capable than others. That whole nature versus nurture thing. However, if you're capable, you can compact the 10,000 hours into 1,000 hours, in my opinion. Jack of all trades, master of none, or you can be master of one. Bruce Lee infamously said, I don't fear the man who knows 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who has done one kick 10,000 times. Awesome, Mike. Hey, thanks for sharing. Thanks for
You did have
participating in the comments.
As a Redburn breaks ranks with peers. So basically, they said the bull case for generative AI is no longer clear, and hyperscalers should be approached with caution. According to
also, shift gears go up in algo bars. True. So that might be another way to do it. Like if you've been playing down the lower time frames, now's the time to try out those 4s, maybe those 5s or 6s. It's so fast here. One way I could mitigate this would be to move up, right? I could move up algo bar 5s, algo bar 6s.
Showing both firms. Shares of both firms traded more than 2% lower in New York.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
So he adds that the industry's trust
Lower
as
bands touch
Gen
NQ
AI
on the
is just
34.
like early cloud
Lower bands touch NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the
I have been, one of our members had talked about, they came from some other places and they're just really stuck on time charts, and they said, have you ever looked at the seconds chart with AlgoBox? It's like, well, not really. Anyway, I have kept this chart over here,
since May 16th.
watching the 2-second chart
lower bands touch
and
34.
finding some really good plays even on the seconds chart. And this is, you know, potentially for people who have laptop scenarios or situations where they just, you know, can't get a high-end PC. Well, a seconds chart, even on the 2 seconds, so up on 2 seconds per bar, you might want to try that out, especially if you are on a low-end PC. What this will do is, so your PC will only calculate every 2 seconds. So now, mind you, it's heavy calculations when it does hit that, but 1001, 1002, check. 1001, 1002, check. Versus a scenario where, like, look how many bars are being printed right now. Like, they're just like bar, 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 bar. There's so many bars being printed, like multi-bar in a second, your PC is struggling in scenarios like these, then you can remember all the algorithms that we've got going to give you all this great information on your charts. It requires CPU, right? A high-end gaming PC is recommended. However, if you go to the seconds chart, there are plenty of good opportunities on the seconds charts. And this will solve the calculation problem for you because it will only calculate every 2 seconds if you have the on-bar close option selected for the entry chart. Does that make sense? Now, you still want to have, in my opinion, you still want to have on the audio box, for instance, you need to have that to our normal settings. So make sure audio box, because that needs to read the individual ticks that are coming in for you. So you have that audio queuing, but full master and everything else still going to work the same. The shapes may be a little bit different. Notice it's not as clean on the shapings. But coming down on the seconds chart also does mitigate one other thing that NinjaTrader still has their kind of their bug in there on that little flashing issue thing that they've got going. It's fine if you're on time bars, right? One day, hopefully they will fix that. They introduced a bug after 8.117, and there've been quite a few versions forward, and they just haven't prioritized fixing that issue. But the seconds chart does actually solve that problem. Okay, we are marching up and up and up and up. Okay, we're about to do the samurai sword here, inverted S. So after an S curve, what am I looking for? Pop quiz, if you've been following along a while. After an S curve, what am I looking for?
Amazon remains Anthropic's primary cloud provider.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
There's a 24.2 for possibly calling the top there on a switch dot. It is a big switch dot there. It's a switch moon right there. So check it out on the 2 seconds chart here, right? So in the 2 seconds, we're coming in here into a shark back play after a ready DD. So let's see if this ends up coming down out of the shark on the 2 seconds chart here, along with the algo bars. The crown, that's right. Look at all my awesome students. You guys type in crown there in the chat. That's right. I'll call it, you'll hear me call it the triple crown a lot. That's right. A crown has 3 points, right? So if you say crown, totally getting credit for that. Okay, Super AO inside of a shark back, looking for a short right here, right? I'll toe in the water here with it. Play off the 2 seconds chart here.
Double delta NQ on the 4. Bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the NQ.
I see a diamond target down below there for me. Diamond target hit. Targets filled. All right. So quick little bag there off of the Super AO shark back there off of the 2-second chart. AlgoBox will work on time charts. I know a lot of people wonder, hey, can I still use my time bars? I mean, technically you can. I still think that the others are better and superior. However, there are advantages. There are pros and cons to everything. And sometimes your own experience can supersede that. I always tell people that all the time. If you are struggling with what you're doing, maybe try something that's working for someone else. Maybe do what I'm doing. Maybe, up to you. So we're looking for a triple crown. Yes. There's 1, 2, and 3. So we did have it right there. Do you see the triple crown? Question. Do you see the triple crown here?
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Right. So what's the inverted S curve? This right here. Okay.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
So when I see that, I simply go, I'm looking for the crown. 1, 2, 3. Kind of looks like this. 1, 2, and 3. Just seeing this a lot. This is a voice of experience talking on that. Don't try to play against that when the S curve is forming. Do not try to play against that. Wait until you see the triple crown. Then, if you're going to take plays against the inverted S curve move, then you can do that. That's a 9.1 up top.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Yeah, could have slapped on that. Could have slapped. There's the entry short right there. Beautiful. There's the head fake up. Continuation. Wrecked. Right back inside. Beautiful. So, inverted S curve. When do I want to take those plays? After the crown, right? Head fake. Wyckoff. Boom. What's the play? Power PRZ right there. Power PRZ cross for the entry. If you see it, type a 1 if you're having fun. 2 if you're new, if we need a little more review. 3 if you're still here to troll me, and I know you're here. You're botting our channel right now. It's supposedly got 1,200 likes, so our channel's being botted. Our competitors can't compete, so they gotta cheat.
NQ on the 2.
Coffee time. That's right. It is coffee time. Thank you for that reminder there, Blackout.
NQ on the 34.
This is such fast activity. This is one where even I'm learning from. I want to watch this type of movement. So many big opportunities here. I mean, think about this. Like, how often does this happen? This doesn't happen that often, right? This is huge. That move right there, that down move, that's 400 ticks. The opportunities here are massive right now. As a player of the markets who has been around the markets a long time, I actually look forward to these. I know some people are like, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to do it. It's just the voice of inexperience talking. Voice of experience is like, yeah, let's go. This is big opportunity.
Enigma short.
Big opportunity.
Divergence up NQ on the 34.
VIX up, ticks up. That's right. So when I say VIX up, ticks up, I have that little phrase because I think that things that rhyme are easier to remember. It's called memory pegging. Your brain requires less space and processing if you have something that they can rhyme with. So anytime if you need to remember something, try to put it to a rhyme. So VIX up, ticks up is one of them. So to remember, what does that mean is when there's high volatility, VIX is the volatility index. That's what the VIX stands for. So when the VIX is up, I think I've got more ticks up, right? I've got the opportunity for more ticks. That's the way that I think of it. All right, I'm hearing popcorn. We've got a... Okay, there's a Super AO. I'm going to go a half position right here. I'm going to put a stop line on this right here, back behind the ready DD here, because I don't really want to get this one away. This is a little wild here. We're getting huge moves up, huge move down. There's a red dot after the ready DD. I missed the entry there. So there's a dot right after. There's a double dot. Oh, and don't go outside. There's an Enigma. All right. Gotta tap in on the Enigma. This could be another bullcrap move coming in here off of that bottom trap down there. So I have to be careful of that. If we come back to my POE, I'm gonna half. Yeah, I'm gonna half up there just in case. Was still here in popcorn. Have not heard sellers step in yet. There's Seuss.
Fib.NQ on the 34.
27. There's 40. So got my T1, T2, but whipped real quick. Oh, should have added right there on the red dot.
NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the NQ3.
Snapping. And there's my 40 bag. I'll take it. 17K on one.
Lower bands.
What do we got? 12. I call it 13K in the other. You see, today's the 18th.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on
20, around 29,000 on the day. Beautiful play right there. Started with the Super AO. Get ready. Ready Delta Shift. Red dot came in front. Enigma for the final move there. And yes, of course, my psychology module saying, hey man, be careful. This is too fast. You're going to have to be a little more cautious around this area. But I'll take it. Beautiful play there on that one for about 60 ticks. Was hoping for a 40, but it ended up whipping so fast down. This is what I mean by if the opportunities are this big. A lot of players play scared because, no offense, but because they suck. It's lack of experience. Are there any surfers in here? Any surfers? I think all the surfers probably hang out with Mike Schwartz. He's down there in Florida and was talking about surfing. But do we have any of the Mike Schwartz crowd of anybody surfers in here?
Touch NQ on the 34.
To hit the waves.
Short on the lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Boogie board count? Yeah, that's more my style myself. But here's what I know about surfers. Like, I used to think this was psychotic. But what is it? Why do surfers love tropical storms?
Lower bands touch NQ.
The question is, why do surfers love tropical storms?
NQ on the 34.
Which, and maybe you don't know that, but I found that weird. Yes, higher waves. Aren't higher waves more dangerous?
Double delta NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Now, as an inexperienced surfer, okay, yeah, ride those waves. They want to ride those waves. I don't. I'm no pro surfer, so don't put me out there. But pro surfers love tropical storms. They get out there and they're like, the waves are high, let's go. It's a huge storm, let's go. The volatility is up. It's massively volatile weather. And they're like, let's go. This is going to be the most exciting time ever. These waves are going to be epic, blah, 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 blah. And so they're out there like hitting the surf. And I mean, yeah, they're like, it's more dangerous. Yeah, but they're like, but I'm experienced. I know what's up. I get these awesome waves I get to ride. That's kind of, I feel like I'm kind of in that zone right now. It's like, as a pro,
2% the lowest.
I'm ready to go. Like, this is exciting for me. It's like, I've got bigger moves here. I can grab 100 bags. I can grab 60 bags instead of 20 40s, like my usual. The opportunities are here to grab 50, 100 tick, 200 tick moves. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Hope that's a good analogy around that. My surfer friends can tell me if I'm crazy on that. Like, if you're a surfer, kind of tell us down in the comments below if you're watching this later. Any surfers in the house, and have you ever been out surfing in one of these tropical storms? I remember I'd watch it on the news where they're like, yeah, the surfers are out. They're loving it. They're out here hitting the waves. Now, the authorities have come and tried to tell them to get out of the water, but they're like, we're not coming in.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 9.
The thrill.
Fib.NQ on the 34. DCDMNQ.
The thrill of the game.
DCDMNQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Yes, now remember, That's standard operating procedures. So doing coffee time and 5 trades in a session scenarios are standard operating procedures. Would you say that this type of environment is standard? Zed, you did almost lost your life. Oh, getting out in a storm. So tell us a little bit about that.
Clients as global markets were roiled by jitters around.
Yeah, nope, this is not normal, right? This is abnormal. Oh, I want to slap at that. Oh, come on, I can't miss out on that. I'm way behind on the entry. I saw it way late, but it's going to give me an opportunity to get in. Let's go. 10.5 and a 7.5.
Performing the most. Nearly 95% of the index's constituents decline.
There's 20 bag.
Worried about the payoff from
Even on my terrible entry here. There's a delta shift. Should be adding to position there.
10 minutes away now.
Oh boy.
We are expected
Okay, FOMC member speaking.
on bank supervision.
Okay, getting wild. Hearing popcorn.
Is expected.
5.1.
Moderate and orders.
Divergence down.
There is also video.
Big moves. Holy shnikes.
Can on the left hand side. If you click that and rotate
Double
it,
down
it's
and
going to pop out
NQ on the
the feed as well.
34.
Okay, whoa.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the
Okay, yikes. An Enigma back behind it.
long NQ on the 4.
Gotta wait.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Super up move here. Target 1. Where are we at in S? There's S2 down below. Where's S1? S1 way up there.
Fib.NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch double delta.
Wild. All right, there's my super AO.
34.
48.
Upper bands touch NQ
2. Mega late Nate. On the 11.6.
NQ on the 89.
7.2. Holy shnikes. All right.
Touch NQ on the 89.
Where's ES? ES is pointing straight up.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Touch NQ on the 34. Upper
And
bands
down to my entry chart area. Gonna have to be concentrating in here on this move here.
Enigma long on the NQ4.
Big move. Pushing up here.
On the 9. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Push up one more time for me, would you? Oh, come on. Push up one more time. Don't come all the way down to me without my full position. Come on now.
Double delta.
Push up one more time.
Video
Double
is out on
delta
feed.
NQ on the 2.
Thank you.
Fib.NQ on the 9. On the 4.
All right, so that was not a great play there, but I'm going to close up the bot there. 20K on the bot side, but I am potentially in trouble on my
34. Lower bands touch
discretionary, but there's a big clip rip that I'm hoping for on
lower
the reversal.
on the 34.
It's going to get ganky.
Touch NQ
1022
NQ on the 4.
might have caught me here. Let's see. 1022. We got 8 minutes till 1030.
Q3. Enigma long on the NQ4.
Enigma on the 4s.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Got ES still pointing up, so as ES points, so NQ goes, unfortunately. Okay, there's a double right there, so I will get it on
Bands touch NQ
bot here.
NQ4. Double delta NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 9.
Okay, hearing a cluster. Enigma up top.
2.
Wild up move.
NQ on the 4.
Nope, still hearing buyers. King timing 17.4.
NQ on the 94. Down NQ on the 34. Enigma short on the RTY2.
With a 6-1. Bought in.
Enigma short on the RTY2.
Bot out. 30K on the bot. Let's go.
Fib.NQ on
ES starting to point down. Hopefully helps me out, just as long as ES isn't continuing to just point straight up.
NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9. Touch NQ on the 30.
100 into an Enigma here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
ES still pointing down.
NQ on the 4.
Thank you.
Bands touch NQ on the 34.
Just touched red for the first time.
Fib.NQ on the delta NQ on the 2. Lower bands
All the way to the bottom of the ropes.
Lower bands
4.3 on the optimized range. Should have peeled half right there underneath that white line.
on the 4.
ES pointing back up again.
Expected comments from FedSpar. Speaking on banking supervision, text and Q&A.
Divergence
expected.
down
Tilting
NQ
one more time. Come on, ES. Point down there, bro.
34.
Thank you. Take another 3K off your hands. Thank you very much.
Double delta NQ long on the
Okay, there's an Enigma power. We're strong sell. I don't want to... I mean, NQ could be the first mover, unfortunately. Come on, drop out there, bro. Drop it. Thank you.
89. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
The bulls are trying to hold on. Oh my goodness, they whipped all the way back. Oh my goodness. Okay, yikes.
NQ on the 34.
They whipped all the way back. They went...
NQ on the 4. Long
Holy cow, hold on. I gotta move ES out of the way here. Look at this. We went all the way strong sell and then whipped back so fast to strong buy. The bulls are not going anywhere.
NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch.
They're hanging. They are hanging.
Fib.NQ
Watching ES.
34. Fib.NQ on the double delta NQ on the 4.
So I should have grabbed it. I should have grabbed some right there on the bot. Let's see. You're going to come back to me one more time. White cross. Yes, still pointing up. Dangerous. Inexperienced surfers nearly paid the price. Oh goodness. Well, glad you made it.
Enigma short on the NQ4. Double delta NQ
Okay.
on the 4. Divergence up NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the YM2.
Grab another quick bag there,
NQ on
as
the
we
2.
could run up here. Want to see that 22.9. We come back to it one more time. Here's a red dot. ES pointing straight up though, so can't hit too hard there.
NQ on the 4.
Marching up, here comes the
NQ on the 30.
popcorn.
Down NQ bands touch NQ on the 34.
So over here, secondarily, keep an eye here. Higher time frame, cluster.
Touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch
High time frame 39, 5-5 inside of a structure here on the optimized range.
NQ on the 34. Two finger NQ on the 34 on the 4. Divergence up NQ on the 9 bands touch
Hearing the
NQ.
cells. Thank you very much. 38K, almost to 40K on the bot account here.
NQ on the 34.
Let's see. There's a 7-4. All the way to a 6-4 on the 9s. Hopefully we get a push through.
NQ on the 9 short on the YM34. Two finger NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 4. Two finger NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Mert says that
Okay, I'll peel some there on the diamond.
cyber attacks and disinformation on our own.
To the crab up top. 5-4, add to position.
1 minute to go down to expected text from FedSpar. Can Excuse me.
What? We've got more news coming out in a minute. Oh boy.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ
Switch dot.
on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 2 on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 4.
All right, 30 seconds till the end of coffee time. Did we get to 100 likes? Oh, well, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because we got botted. We got botted. We're still being botted even right now. It's crazy. All right, 5-9. Okay, I'm going to peel half right there.
10 seconds.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Some news coming.
Fed's bar
Lower
says
bands
banks
touch
should
NQ
visualize
on the
internal
34.
ratings
NQ
and
on the
strong
9.
stuff.
Lower bands touch
Fed's
NQ on
bar
the
says move to
34.
weakened bank
Lower
supervision
bands
presents
touch
real
NQ
presents real
on the 2.
dangers.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Here comes a cipher on King, 6-4. Oh, they didn't even fill me.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Thank you. HMD right there. Bull's trying to hold on.
NQ on the 34.
6-5 should have added right there. A little too nervous there. ES starting to come back up again. Doing some little scoop. ES pointing up again.
Touch NQ on the 30. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Whoa, okay. Falling behind. I can feel the PC falling behind here. It's so fast after that news.
Touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 4. Bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 9.
We have posted out the article.
Absolutely wild.
Touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
So if you are new, want to learn what we do, make sure you get through that 8-day boot camp.
Double delta NQ on
Thanks for hanging out. I will catch you guys in the afternoon or tomorrow morning. It is now 10:30. You guys rock. Get that 8-day boot camp. And don't forget, it's Black Friday. Check it out. See ya.
Fib.NQ on the 4. NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ